Right, and I think that also brings us to the point of the emotional development, that they are going to be much more emotionally immature than they are their chronological age because of these deficits. And so how do you look at a child and work with a child to say, even though he might be 8 years old, emotionally in his development, maybe he's 3 or 4 even?
It's a very good point because it gets into the whole concept of developmental reconstructing the child, and also understanding that part of developmental disabilities is emotional level. And a lot of people have to understand that they have to work at the emotional level of the child. You get an 8-year-old adopted kid who's been orphanaged or institutionalized for 6 or 8 years, whatever it is, emotionally, if they're 2 or 3, I'd be shocked. You have to go back and realize that they have to develop a foundation of safety, security, trust, social language, social intelligence, social communication. They have to understand boundaries. You put them out to the wolves at 8 years old in school, they're going to be all over the place hugging everybody in class. And a lot of people think, what a wonderful, friendly child, because they're hugging everybody and they're so friendly in class. And they say, see how well they're adjusting? I put my head down again. I said, they're adjusting falsely, and parents are so angry, saying, what are you talking about? I said, do you understand they're attaching to everybody else but you? They're attaching to everybody else but their home front, and they really don't have any concept of what real human emotions are. They're operating on immediate gratification and need, which is their way of trying to prevent being alone because they're so terrified, so they're clinging to anything they can find. And it's not a genuine emotional attachment. It's a clinginess, and it's an indiscriminate behavior, and it has no basis or foundation in the child feeling safe and secure. They're actually running to another set of anxieties.
And I think that's something we take for granted because most of us grew up in homes where we had the security and safety and the foundation. And so we're working out of a framework of assumption, just assuming that this child then is okay at 8 years old. And so getting into the framework and the understanding is so vital to these children to step backwards and move backwards to recapture and redo the development.